Coming up this week on Two Noobs, the Eagles' 2024 season is upon us. Prediction time, and one of us thinks there will be a tie. Why? Get up. Oh, sorry. Don't want a copyright strike. Next, John's boy says he regrets bowing to Biden administrative pressure to censor certain Facebook posts. Are we learning yet? Then we review some habits that appear to be accepted but are 100% annoying. Are they really accepted then? Who wrote this headline? The New York Post? And then we conclude with some auction memes. We're trying to build teams and other things with fictitious money. Watch out. Kamala Harris might try to take that fake money. Start the music. Yes, welcome to episode 205 of Two Noobs Talking. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Taxing unrealized gains. Come on. Fake money, man.
Well,
the more
when you have a doofus running against another doofus, this is the policy that we're going to have to go up against. Or the policies that are being talked about. It isn't until Illinois Smith decides to want to actually run for office that we're going to do it.
I submitted the paperwork. I don't know.
You were denied in 40 states like everybody else.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see Skeletor on Bill Maher yesterday? Holy crap.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She wants to grant amnesty to 20 million people who came into the country illegally.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Well, it works well if they vote for you.
They came in. They came to the country. Whether
they have a ton of great ideas,
legal or not, I don't know. But
I did hear a rumor that Kamala Harris interview was an hour long, and they only could scrap 18 minutes of it.
Wow!
They could only gather 18 minutes where she sounded like a normal human being, at least halfway.
Wow.
She'll never, ever sound like a normal human being. All right, let me introduce the peeps this evening, afternoon, or morning, whenever you happen to be listening to us, in the bath, whatever. Over here, I got Juan Tracy. over here, I've got Mateo Craig. In the middle, I am Silencio Murray. That's right. Sorry, I was watching Once Upon a Time in Mexico last night.
It's okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's a fun movie. Weird, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio Banderas, Johnny Depp, Willem Dafoe playing a Mexican for some reason.
Please and always.
Exactly.
Don't know. Just to bring it down here for a sec, we do begin the show on a rather somber note because 2 days ago, NHL superstar and Columbus Blue Jacket Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew Gaudreau were killed while out riding their bicycles in a South Jersey township by a drunk driver. A very horrific and terrible story. They were both in town for their sister's wedding, which was supposed to take place on Friday. And unfortunately, this dickweed decided to have a few and was impatient behind the wheel and ended up killing both of them. Very, very sad. Johnny himself leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. Matthew leaves behind a wife and a child on the way. So very, very difficult. So we here at Two Noobs, we pass our condolences all to the entire Gaudreau family. Very, very well known in South Jersey. Johnny grew up playing hockey at the various rinks, played for the Little Flyers. Matthew was I believe, recently a coach of Gloucester High School.
That's right. Yeah.
He had actually played in the minors in the Flyers organization with the ECHL Reading Royals a couple seasons.
Yeah.
So very, very, very sad, and we offer up our thoughts and prayers to the families.
Yeah, well said. Yeah.
But I don't know if this taps into your over 40, but I just want to say, why do we um, in this country tolerate driving while intoxicated?
Oh boy, that's a really good
I, w-
question.
I wish I could answer that so I could solve it.
Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment, John. I have seen people that have been stone cold drunk thinking that they're having fun when they're really not having fun at all. I've had to pick up a couple of friends off the ground because they've been passed out from being drunk. Not a lot of fun. Thank God he wasn't behind the wheel. I don't know what this lunatic decided to, have 5 or 6 beers. And I was just sitting there going, it's half a pack of beer. What's the point? What, like, and he was 40.
If it's even accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's true.
Like, what's going on there? Is my first question. But yeah, I think people don't tolerate it, but yet it just seems to happen all the time.
Well, here's why I say it's tolerated, right? We all grew up as wrestling fans in the 90s. We all know Sunny, who was one of the original WWF divas.
Yep.
She got a DUI and killed someone a few years ago.
Yep.
Which is horrible in and of itself. But as I understand it, she had a record of multiple offenses of driving under the influence prior to causing that death.
Yeah.
And my question is, why driving a car is dangerous enough just, awake and sober.
Yeah.
You're behind the wheel of a 2-ton machine.
3,000 pounds, depending. Yeah.
Why does someone who gets a DUI where nothing but the fact that they were caught, no harm came to anybody, why do they get off with what seems like a slap on the wrist? And that's what I mean by I say tolerate. If you get caught driving under the influence, that is one of the most dangerous things I think you can do as a human being. You should go to jail.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it shouldn't just be points on your license. You should go to jail for
Not to mention, you should be automatically stripped of said license, period.
Absolutely.
Period.
And for like a serious period of time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean when I say why do we tolerate? It's the legal system doesn't punish these people.
I would agree. I think what you should do, what should be done is immediately revoking of the license, and then you have to pass a test after a 5-year period. After anything, whatever happens when you get through your court case, if you happen to kill somebody with a car, then you're done. You're not going to have it. But fender bender, whatever the case may be, you're stripped of the license immediately. You then have a 5-year probation. Then you got to go and reapply again. I think that's the only way that I would say to solve that problem.
You have to have a deterrent because it's not working.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And I don't know, it'll eventually come out whether this guy had a record before of incidents like this or not. This could be his first one, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's obviously not deterring people from doing it. If he did it once, he probably has done it multiple times without getting caught.
Yeah.
It was extremely sickening to see his mugshot and see him. He wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he wasn't even mentally, like, you could tell just by his mugshot. He wasn't there. The thing that's so frustrating to me is in an age of, I mean, we have work parties all the time. We have get-togethers where we go out and drink. And one thing we tell everybody is make sure you're either walking Uber or a sober person driving you. Like, we don't tolerate.
Yeah.
Like, it's not okay.
Right. Nor should you. Absolutely.
It should, but that should be the industry standard, and it easily could be. You've got Uber, Lyft, every single thing. I've seen so many different car services in Washington State.
Yeah.
And I haven't even left the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, solid. Yeah, solid.
It gets
If I
even
want to
better.
get ridiculous and stupid, I've got so many options to get ridiculous and stupid and safe at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But it gets better because I don't know if you saw his court appearance yesterday.
No, no.
Yeah, he learned because of the Labor Day weekend that he will be held in jail through next Thursday, which will be tomorrow when this episode drops. But
Yeah.
and he let out a big sigh and seemed rather exasperated that he was going to have to stay in jail that long. Sorry to inconvenience you, bro.
Sorry,
You
pal.
killed 2 people.
Yeah.
You know, you ruined somebody's wedding. You've got children who are going to be
fatherless for a while.
You know, fatherless growing up. Yeah, I think you can stay in the clinker for a little bit, pal.
You can stay for an extra 3 or 4 days. I think it's going to be all right for you to stay there.
Yeah, and I hope they throw the maximum sentence at you too.
I do too.
Which probably isn't enough either.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a good substitute for my over 40.
Well, there you go. Well, I guess we do. So, a terrible situation. We do have a show to get on with. So we will move to the W Energy Fun Fact. And where are we here? Oh, yeah, W Energy Fun Fact. Yes, so visit W Energy Drinks at w.gg or go to their, that is their website. So download the app. It's Saturday night. I'm tired.
There you go.
That's all right. Go to the app, enter our promo code 2 Noobs Talking. It's TOONOO Talking. You get 10% off your order. Not ready to commit to a full tub?
No. Not yet.
Matt learned his lesson. All right. Well, then, try a 12 count of energy drink stick packs. You can get 3 flavors in individualized packages, so you can test out which flavor tickles your taste buds most while you get that laser focus. And you get $2.50 off a $25 pack of 12 with our promo code. So, Juan Tracy, with that, could you give us our fun fact, please?
What do you got, Johnny?
Yes, sir. By the way, I love those rip packs. They're the best. Oh God, with water, the best.
There you go.
We just got to get you a shaker.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
So as we move forward to the NFL season, we know that the Eagles are going to be playing the Packers in Brazil on Friday.
While not wearing green, apparently.
While not wearing green. I wanted to just share a couple of facts about Brazil, just to, amaze people, because I am your tour guide of stupidity. So let's go. Brazil is the longest country in the world. 2,800 miles.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. Brazil has the most species of monkeys, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
That does, given the Amazon jungle is there, that does not surprise me.
There you go.
Yes. And speaking of the rainforest, Brazil contains 25% of all the world's rainforest.
There you go.
And just one last one for liberals, just to help out. Other countries do differently, so you can go there if you don't like what we do. Brazilian women were able to vote beginning in 1931.
Oh, wow. There you go. So they had a women's rights conference and wanted to vote as well. There you go.
And they still couldn't get their shit together for at least a second. So let's just let everybody know.
Well, ask Elon Musk about Brazil. He'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
He is not a happy camper.
No.
John, you must be a happy camper though.
Why?
Because the Supreme Court last week left in place a temporary block on student loan forgiveness.
Yes.
So your taxes are not paying for 927 people to go to Harvard and get a BS degree.
That's awesome.
And I don't mean a Bachelor of Science degree. I mean a bullshit degree.
You actually mean like gender studies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so moving on to topic 1, as John mentioned, the NFL season is getting underway, and the Eagles kick off on Friday in Brazil against the Green Bay Packers. So it is time for the 2 Noobs annual 2004 season review.
There you go, or preview.
Matt,
preview.
Yeah. Oh yeah, preview. Yeah, sorry.
We'll review it in a couple months.
Yeah. Well, it will be time then for the annual review.
There you go.
But 3 preseason games in the books, gentlemen. We didn't see the offense take one single snap, which again pisses me off because if the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and star quarterback Patrick Mahomes and star tight end Mr. Swift can take preseason snaps, why can't our offense take a series or two to get in shape for the season?
Right.
But
I don't know, but
I can't do anything with it. At least the defense saw a couple of things. So I'll go to John first. What are you looking forward to seeing this year from the Eagles?
First, I would like to make a statement is I saw less snaps than the starters. So
you didn't miss much.
Yes. So I mean,
there you go.
I don't know. What I'm excited to see, obviously, the running back situation, having the real Penn State running back, not the fictitious one we had a couple years ago, who I love still. I'm just saying, like, take one part. I'm very interested in seeing what he brings to Jalen and how he helps the wide receivers and how he helps the offensive line, because he's a very patient runner. So you don't need those quick holes that they used to have to make for the other guys that might fall down before they get to the line if you don't have a big enough hole for them. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the replacement, the new center, and the new right guard. Hoping they stay to at least a close to that level of interior. Of course, quarterback will stay standing up. And that's a young defense, and I'm just looking forward to it with Vic Fangio. So that's basically what I got from team.
There you go.
Yes, Jason Kelsey's is going to be a big hole to fill, as will Fletcher Cox on the defensive end. Both of those Super Bowl champions deciding to retire last offseason, so they're big shoes to fill. Fortunately, I think we have big shoes to fill them with.
Yes.
Matt, how about your thoughts? What are you looking forward to seeing this season from the Birds?
It's going to be interesting, Steve. I mean, you're coming off a season last year where they completely fell apart. I mean, they were 10-1 at the beginning. They lost, I think, 5 of the remaining 6 games, and then they didn't even show up against Tampa. They pretty much phoned it in. So that led to basically an entire wholesale change on the coordinator side. There were calls for Sirianni to get fired, which was amazing considering that he went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago with the same organization. But it was clear, too, that the roster needed tinkering. Howie did Howie things in the offseason, signing Saquon, as John mentioned, but then also addressing, the cornerbacks that were a huge liability for us this past year. You got a good kid in Toledo. You got Cooper DeJean coming from Iowa, which I did not expect him to be there. A lot of people were thinking low first-round pick, early second, but it fell right to the Eagles. Credit to Howie. He just knows how to find these guys. And then just the perfect signing, I think, was Saquon. I think that shocked a lot of people in the NFL. That was like, whoa, the Eagles signed Saquon Barkley away from the Giants. That was a huge.
We never give running backs big money. What is this?
Yeah, and what do? We signed to a huge deal. It was like, I think, 3-4 year deal.
Very weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was really something else. But then all of a sudden, you start to think to yourself, oh, wait a minute. We've got 2 great receivers. We have an up-and-coming tight end still, that's still going to continue to improve. You've got now Jahan Dotson, who the Eagles traded with the Commanders, and he's your slot guy. And it's like, you've got the makings of an excellent offense. Question for me really is on the defensive side of the ball. Like you said, Fletch, gone. BG, final year. 2 new rookies that are going to come in and are going to be like, well, I don't know. Are they going to hopefully contribute and do well, or are they going to struggle? And I think it's going to be a little bit of both, column A and column B there. But I think overall, I mean, I'm pretty optimistic. They're going to be right back into it. It's not like, Howie didn't do his job. He did his job in the offseason, corrected it. Question is on Sirianni. Can he, for once, slow his roll, calm down, let the players play, not try and fix things on the fly. Just let the coordinators do their thing. Be that CEO coach. We'll see. That's my big question mark with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how Jalen Hurts rebounds this season. He definitely had an off year last year. But I mean, he was hurt. You could tell.
Oh yeah.
Um, he was not right for most of the season, and I think that played a lot into what went down. So I'm hoping that with a healthy off season coming in with both legs functioning, that he'll be what we did see in 2022 when he took this team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So um, I think I think the fate of the team rests on him being healthy and being able to return to that form. Much like 2 years ago, it depended on him taking that next step, which he did, which was great. And also, I think on the defensive side of the ball, you're right. I'm curious to see the linebackers. I think that is much improved. The corners obviously look to be much improved. I'd like to see Jalen Carter,
step up,
still be going in December, because he was tearing it up beginning of 2023 season, and then he kind of fell off a cliff midway through.
Yeah. He was tired.
He was tired, and hopefully he's in better shape this season, and they'll be able to get through that.
Yeah.
So that I'm looking forward to see, and we actually have a decent punter to start the season, which is also awesome.
That's so important. Yeah.
Punters are more important than you would think.
Punters are people too. That's right. Yeah.
Well, the ability to flip the field when your offense is struggling.
Yeah.
That's really important.
That's massive.
And they got themselves a decent punter after a couple weeks last season.
There you go.
I think we're in good shape there. So let us look ahead now to the 2024 schedule, which, as we went through it, seems kind of bullshit.
A little bit.
Well,
I don't like it.
Their whole thing was everything was revolving around Christmas, and it's like, oh yeah, well, let's see if we can fit Christmas in there on Wednesday. And it's like, you have an NFL game on Wednesday. It's like it's already diluted to begin with the schedule.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. But anyway,
you're just trying to hurt athletes at this
point.
Oh,
100% they are. And then they're thinking about going to an 18-game schedule in a couple of years, and it's like, I mean, really? Are we going to go down that road? We're going to play our games in the middle of January, and then the Super Bowl is not going to be until the beginning of March? Like, what are we doing here? What is happening?
Well, the NFL, I believe, is the shortest season of the four major sports.
By far.
Time-wise, right? It's September is when you start, and you're ending early February, whereas every other sport, I think, baseball goes
6 months.
March to October.
Yeah.
Which is
sometimes November. Sometimes
November. NHL and NFL both are like September-ish to June. So NFL just wants their time.
Yeah, they just want that extra money.
Greedy mofos.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go through the 2024 schedule, do our predictions as we do every year. I just want to point out that John copied me. So,
that was totally my intention when I said that. I just sat there, one eye closed. I was like, yeah, what Steve said. It totally happens.
Well, since I won the predictions last year.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you
did. So we're gonna go see. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. But I'll turn it over to you, Matt, since you have control of the schedule.
Yeah.
You can ask your questions.
So obviously, we're gonna go through. We got Brazil, the opening game in Brazil against the Packers. Both of you 0-1 to start the year. Not exactly optimistic out of both of you.
Oh, I'm not optimistic at all. I'm not going to
lie. Any particular reason why? Is
you
it just
could
because
show me?
Go ahead, John.
You could show me a Ferrari completely taken apart.
Yep.
And go, that's a Ferrari, and I'd go, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But until you put the Ferrari together and I drive with you in it, I'm not going to go, wow, this is an awesome car. I get it. Like there's some things, but if they win, I'm wrong. But I just don't think they're going to do it that quick.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they'll be fine. I just don't think first week. Jalen normally is a slow starter anyway.
Yeah. Which is why I'm predicting them to win 16-13 down there. And
well, my reason is more. It's just a weird situation, and I don't know how they're gonna.
And there's no green involved. So-
Which is
no
really
green ball
bizarre.
for
Yeah.
whatever reason,
Yeah.
crime or not.
Bang.
It's a Friday game. It's in a
Yeah.
South American country.
Yeah.
It's just a totally bizarre circumstance, and the offensive starters didn't play at all in the preseason, so they're going to be slow. It's such a weird circumstance. I can't predict a win.
Yeah.
I hope to God they win,
Yeah.
but I
You
can't
can't predict
one.
this weird thing. Yeah. Well, then it gets pretty easier. You got Falcons at home Monday night coming off of that Friday game. So you have like kind of like a little bit of a mini bye-ish, I guess you could say, just from the fact that you're coming back from Brazil. You have a couple of days off and then you're right back into it. But you don't play again until Monday. Falcons, Kirk Cousins, I think that adds up to a win, right, gents? I mean,
That's prime time. Kirk
pride and
Cousins.
time.
Yeah, it is. It's 1,100 interceptions by the first.
Yeah,
half.
pretty much. Yeah. Then the,
and they have tape. Finally,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then you go on the road for the next two at New Orleans and at Tampa Bay. So you're kind of in the midst of the NFC South here as you're starting off this schedule. We each have wins against the Saints. Saints are rebuilding. The only concern would be, okay, they're going down to the Dome. But then again, it's like, this isn't Drew Brees. This isn't the Drew Brees Saints.
no, this is Derek Carr.
This is Derek Carr Saints. That's much different. Yeah. And then Tampa. Tampa here, we've got a loss. And I think that's only because it's going to be hot down there. And they're going to probably end up wearing their green jerseys. They're going to die out there. I don't know.
No, I was looking at it more, all this early season stupidity of the travel to Brazil to play a Friday game.
Yep.
Then you have a Monday night game, so you're short rest traveling to New Orleans, and then you have to travel again back to Tampa Bay. I just feel like that's all going to catch up with us.
That's,
and Baker's going to break one off on this defense.
yeah, could be. Yeah.
It's going. He does it all the time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, week 5, we have a bye to reset all this stupid
Yes.
crap.
Yeah,
going on.
which is very
Yes.
interesting. It's an early buy, so it'll be early October, so you got a chance to
Which
kind
I
of recoup
hate.
and recover. Yeah, which I'm not a big fan of either. I was looking even at the NFL schedule with their bye weeks, and it's all over the place. There used to be consistency with their buys. They would be between 5 and 13. But now they have like some weeks they'll have everybody playing, and then the next week they'll have 6 teams off. And it's like you can't, like, what's going on with the NFL? I don't get it. In any event, bye week in week 5, then you're coming back. You got home game against Cleveland, which everybody here has a win. And then you're,
Why not?
why not? I mean,
Yeah,
it's Deshaun Watson. I could see maybe a little hiccup. I don't see it, though. At the end of the day, I
No.
think they do win that game. The Giants on the road.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah. Which is a shame because I really want the Giants to. Really want an Eagles-Giants rivalry. That hasn't happened in like
I don't.
7
I just
years.
want them to suck.
Well,
they're
they're gonna sign Dak after this season.
Nice.
So,
At least
Jerry
they-
Jones won't give them money, and they don't want to pay Daniel Jones in New
Yeah.
York, so they're gonna cut Daniel Jones and sign
Yeah.
Dak.
Then we come
So
to
they're gonna cut Daniel Jones to sign Daniel Jones.
exactly. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
the same quarterback.
A more accomplished.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, can at least get them to the playoffs and then lose a playoff game.
Yeah.
And then
Hey.
you have the Cincinnati Bengals, which, let's face it here, in pre-production, why does Matt have a tie listed there?
Yeah. Why do you have?
Because
a
he's
tie?
Uh,
insane.
One, I'm
But
insane.
we loved him.
One, I'm insane, but two, they cannot beat the Bengals. But then I kept
Mhm.
thinking, okay, well, if they can't beat them, and they can't, I sure as hell, like total, I have them at 12 wins. So my thought process is, what's the next best scenario? Is a tie. So this is a tie where they will tie the Cincinnati in Cincinnati, and lo and behold, guys, all the way back when Donovan was quarterbacking, they tied in
They did
Cincinnati.
tie, yes.
Yes. Yep.
And McNabb had no idea what a tie was. That's how,
Because he's an idiot.
because he was an idiot. So I think,
No, he is an idiot.
What-
He was an idiot. He is an idiot. Still to this day.
so, well, there you go. So that's why I have the tie.
I will give you a more specific reason why they lose to the Bengals. The cornerbacks have just played 2 games against slop, and they're so used to undercutting routes. And Joey B is a little good
Yeah.
at over top.
Yeah.
He's really good at that. So I think Slay's gonna get caught red-handed 3 or 4 times in that game.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, the step up in competition from
It's
the previous
the
2
Giants
weeks
did
is
this.
significant,
they're
and
gonna
they're
get
on the road.
slapped directly in the mouth that game, and I don't think they're gonna know what to do with it.
I still think it's going to be an ugly contest.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be.
I
ugly.
think it'll be
just think
10-10.
It's gonna be ugly. It's just,
Yeah.
I
It's
just
gonna be
think
10-10.
Bengals are gonna win.
All right, we'll see.
Coming back home.
42-42 is more
Oh,
like.
there you go. There you go. Coming back home, Sunday Night Football against the Doug Petersons, the Jacksonville Jaguars, which we all have W's on.
Correct.
Gents.
They've already quit on him at this point, so
They probably will.
that team is going nowhere.
Yeah. You got the loss at Dallas. Now, I think this is only because CeeDee Lamb has signed. And we typically do struggle in Dallas. Much to John's chagrin, we have struggled in Dallas for a number of years. I think we just, whenever we do beat them in Dallas, it's a beatdown. But we don't win them like a close game or anything like that. We always seem to blow them out.
Well, there was the one where Carson threw an overtime touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Or was that Bradford?
Jordan Matthews.
Bradford.
No, it was Carson Wentz.
Are you
It was
sure?
Carson Wentz, trust me. Oh, I'm sure.
Check that.
115%.
Definitely check that.
You check that. Overtime it was Carson
All right,
Wentz, trust
all
me.
right.
But
Ginger
yeah,
cheese.
you're right. Other than that, I always split the Cowboys predictions because I feel like they split normally.
Yeah.
And in Dallas, they seem to struggle, as we learned statistically a
Yes.
few months ago.
John, what do you think there? Same?
I think Dak's not the quarterback by that time, so I think they're a better
whoa.
team.
Whoa. Whoa.
So then how come the loss then?
Because I think they're a better team without Dak.
You're saying they're better with Trey Lance at
Yeah,
quarterback?
I think so. I
Or
think
who's the other? Actually, Trey Lance is probably third. Who's the
Yeah,
second?
no, it doesn't
Cooper-
matter. I
Cooper
think-
Rush.
I think they're better without him.
That's wild. That's a hot take
John
right
Tracy does not express the views of Too Noobs talking.
there. That's a
I don't
great
think
take,
they're
though.
very good. I just think they're better without Dak.
Yeah, sure.
Okey
Okay.
dokey.
All right.
And they'll catch one. And the Eagles will always catch one because same thing as before. They played the hapless Jaguars and then all of a sudden they get punched in the mouth again.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Kind of go up and down a little bit.
Yeah, Sirianni does not do very good long-term game planning.
Yeah. Then you have a short week against the. Hold on one second. They have a short week against the
Washington Commanders.
So
Yes, and they're trash.
and they're trash, and that'll probably be an easy win. I'm thinking, yeah. Then mini bye, but then you have a Sunday Night Football in Los Angeles against the Rams, of which I have them taking the L only because it's West Coast. You're back on the road again, long distance travel.
I feel like they've done okay with long distance travel in recent years.
If that were the case, you would have them winning against Brazil, but you don't.
Well, that's just a different.
Okay.
It's just a weird. That's not a normal road trip. That's a weird. Like AJ Brown said, we just learned a lot of don't do's. So I'm just going to stay in my hotel room until it's time to play the game. That's a
Yep.
little weird.
That is a little
okay?
weird. Yeah, that is a little.
That's
weird.
weird. But I feel like they're okay on the West Coast travel when it's a normal, and especially they get a couple days extra with the having played
Yeah.
Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
And I-
rested.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think the Rams are what they used to
Yeah.
be. So
Okay. And then you're after the Sunday Night Football. You've got at Baltimore. The Ravens are tough. They've always been tough. I think that's a
And
loss.
the NFL fixes in. So
Yeah. Well, Lamar
gonna
will probably
hype up
be
that
MVP by that
they're
point.
gonna they're gonna be hyping up that Jalen Lamar, how Lamar's gonna end, blah blah blah. He's gonna
I'm surprised that's not a Sunday Night Football game. I would think that would be.
Yeah, I know. It'll probably get flexed too.
Yeah. You
By the
want
time
that.
they
Yeah,
get
if that
there,
would
yeah,
happen.
it'll probably get flexed there. Yeah.
And then the final 5 games of the season, 4 of them are at home, which is very unusual for Philadelphia.
well, that's good.
But yeah, Carolina, Pittsburgh, then you're at Washington, Dallas, and the Giants. So 2 of the final 3 in the division are at home. We have wins all the way across the board. Everybody agreed a 5-game winning streak to end the season. So to end that, Steve would be 12-5, John would be 12-5, and me at 12-4-1 with the tie. So I have them with actual better record than both
technically
Steve and John.
Yeah.
That all depends on the tie, though.
And the only quarterback they will probably see that started the season with their team would be Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So
So then the question,
whoever starts for the Steelers isn't going to be there by that time.
So then the question is, gentlemen, 12-5, 12-4-1, whatever the case may be. My question is, 1, do they win the division with that record? And 2, what seed are they? And 3, how far do they go in the playoffs? So let's just answer question 1. Do they win the division with that record?
I think yes.
Okay, John?
Yeah, I would say yes.
You say
Yeah,
yes?
I would say yes.
I would think so too, obviously.
I think the division's weak.
Yeah, I think Dallas takes a step back. I really do. I think there is way too much off-field drama right now with that organization.
Yeah.
And
This is
And the running back room is ancient.
yeah.
Yes, and this is the year to separate from Dak, and they're going to go in a different direction.
I think so, too.
It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess for them.
Yeah. They'll probably win 9-10 games, but I don't see them challenging the Eagles for the division. I think they are a division champion there. Okay. Seed. Are they the 1 seed in the NFC, or are they going to play in super wild card weekend, whatever it is called? What do you think?
I think 12-5 gets them a 2 or a 3.
Okay, John.
Yeah. I would say 3.
Okay, so there.
So there'll be
probably
2 teams better than them. Yeah.
So if you were to peg those 2 teams real quick, what do you think?
I don't know.
San Francisco.
Probably
San Francisco's 1.
Probably San Francisco. Probably the Lions.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Detroit.
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably say those 2.
And then finally, how far do they go in the playoffs? What do you think? Steve, what do you think first?
Me?
Yeah.
I say they get to the NFC Championship.
But not win it.
Yeah, unless it all depends on Jalen. If he's back to 2022 Jalen, I think they can win it. But I need to see it.
Okay.
Because I had no preseason action.
Well, we have no idea.
So I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. John, what do you think?
I will say NFC Championship depends on who they play. I don't think if they play 1 and 2, I don't think they move on. But you never know. Green Bay could pop in there and be the 6th seed, and
they could make a run. Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously they would move on because Green Bay's not beat them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on who they play. But I think they could get to the NFC Championship, and I think if they get to it with the stock that we're talking about now, I don't think they beat them. Okay. I don't think they go to the Super Bowl.
I think they do win a playoff game. I think they get to the divisional round. It really depends on who is there that meets them, and I think if they run across, let's just say, the 49ers or a Detroit, I see a very difficult game. I really do. And I have them not going to the NFC Championship game. I do think, though, that the ship will be righted after this season and Sirianni will keep his job. Unlike anybody that wants to see him fired, I don't think he's going to get canned. Unless everything blows up.
It will depend on how they meet their end.
Yeah.
Like if they make the championship game but they look completely outclassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kellen Moore looks real sexy to the organization.
Oh yeah. They were looking at him as head coach. They were looking at him as head coach before, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right, so there you have it. Matt has them with a better record, but he has them losing earlier in the playoffs. So, way to hedge your bets.
There you go. It's all about the tie.
It occurs to me, I don't believe I have any Philadelphia Eagles on my fantasy roster this season.
I don't know if I did or not.
That's a very good question.
Oh, I have AJ, don't I?
I know I have Devontae.
Yeah, I have AJ.
Do you?
Nobody else.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's good.
Oh, Jake Elliott. No, I have Jake Elliott. I have 2.
Okay.
You do not.
And he's my only kicker.
I don't like watching an Eagles game and having one of my players playing for the Eagles and So I'm like, oh, come on, throw it to AJ or whatever.
I have Saquon and Devontae Smith.
There you go.
And Dallas Goddard. So there you go. I've got 3 of them.
You are a real homer this year.
I really am a real homer.
So Matt, when AJ catches it, can I just text you and be like, yeah? Even if we're not playing.
What? That's what you get.
John,
That's what you get.
Anytime you want to talk trash, I'm here for you, buddy.
Monte didn't catch that ball. It was AJ. My fantasy game.
When I won the Super Bowl in 2019, I sent around a thing that said, kneel before Zod.
I actually don't even follow. If the Eagles game's on, I won't even follow fantasy. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm so neurotic during the game that I just. Once it's over, I can breathe, and then I'll look up my fantasy.
I don't follow fantasy even when I'm not watching the game. I check in like Sunday night. Like, I wonder how things went.
Yeah, I'll check after. I'll check after the 1:00 game and just see whether am I going to check again?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or am I just going to leave this be?
Right. All right. Well, moving on from the nonsense NFL scheduling, we go to the nonsense Facebook.
Communist.
So topic 2 here, we've got John's favorite buddy, Mark Zuckerberg. It was a shame you weren't here when we were discussing Zuckerberg's father funding the AI dental robot.
I did not know that, but that's amazing.
Yes. No, it's not. It's scary as hell.
Agreed. All right, but Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg both want us to be half robot, half man. So pick your evil, but Democrat or Republican.
Well, so Zuckerberg says he regrets that Meta bowed to Biden administration pressure to censor content, saying in a letter that the interference was, quote, wrong, and he plans to push back if it happens again. This was in a letter Monday to the House Judiciary Committee, where Zuckerberg detailed how senior administration officials leaned on the company to censor certain posts about COVID-19, including humor and satire, and expressed a lot of frustration when the social media platform resisted. I believe the government pressure was wrong, and I regret that we were not more outspoken about it, Zuckerberg wrote. I feel strongly that we should not compromise our content standards due to pressure from any administration in either direction, and we're ready to push back if something like this happens again. Zuckerberg also expressed regret for Meta's downplaying of content related to coverage by the New York Post about Hunter Biden ahead of the 2020 election that the FBI warned may have been rooted in a Russian disinformation operation. It's since been made clear that the reporting was not Russian disinformation, and in retrospect, we shouldn't have demoted the story, Zuckerberg wrote. So, John, you were right.
Yes, thank you. All right, we're done. All right, we're done with the whole thing. We can just shut it down now. In seriousness, I think the last time he sat in front of Congress, I think they actually got to him. They were able to humanize his business in front of him, and you could see when you watch that video, he started to reflect big time.
Yeah.
He was very uncomfortable, and he was like, it was almost an oh shit moment for him. Like, oh shit. Like, I actually did cause a lot of. And he's reversed a little bit of I mean, I don't trust him as far as I can throw that reptilian. Joking. I've heard him say a couple of things that I think that had a huge effect on him, and everybody can change. Everybody should have an opportunity to change. Everybody is not evil, and they're not rooted in evil, and it's not the end of the world. I'm just glad, that when I was making statements in 2020, I was being factual, and I wasn't a fucking lunatic like a lot of people were saying I was. I was actually factual because I was following the fact.
I'm just glad I was there to help you alongside, John.
Yes,
that's
you
the only
absolutely.
thing I can say.
You absolutely were.
Well, yeah. Matt is Zuckerberg following in Elon's footsteps with what he's doing on X, where he's like, I'm not censoring shit.
Yeah, I think that is huge for him, Steve. To be perfectly honest, I think it's a good return to the First Amendment. Now, I mean, we could debate back and forth over this of like, how responsible can you be with the First Amendment? That's great to do, but this is an example of really, I think too, John, to your point, that I think the government was definitely putting a lot of pressure on him, obviously, and he did not look well as a result. The amount of stress he was under, anybody like that was, and doing things that were just so weird. Like, he looked like a freaking alien at some point. Like, he felt like the weight of the world was on him. And, to
Absolutely.
be perfect, in that regard. I think it could definitely change. I hope he does. This is a great step in the right direction of that. I got news for the liberals.
Oh, what's that, Matt?
Well, whenever you basically have a post that someone disagrees with, that you disagree with, you have this option. You can mute them. You can unfriend them. You can put them as an acquaintance. You don't have to put them on your timeline.
You can ignore it.
Yes.
But Steve, I want to say everything. Oh, for crying out loud, I want to say what's on my mind, damn it.
Well, I don't want to have anything to do with you at that point.
Yes.
Just take a chill pill, have some soy milk, relax, enjoy, breathe, enjoy life, go outside, touch grass, do whatever you have to do. But don't make everything miserable on social media. Just don't. There's life. There's things to do.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. No.
I thought I was the only one on this podcast who was allowed to have conversations with himself.
Yeah.
Matt is now permitted to as well.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
I'm happy to see this because, to me, all along, my position has been, who is to judge what is factually correct and what is not when they don't have all the information themselves? I don't think Facebook or Twitter or anybody is in a position to say, well, this post is accurate and this post is not when they're not in possession. I think you just got to let everything in and let the reader decide for themselves what they think is right.
Yeah. And if you're wrong,
what's the harm in that?
And if you're wrong, a publication will write a glaring article about how you were wrong because you let it on and it was disinformation, and then we can all go, okay, well, that was dumb, or that was okay. But nobody dies from Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Donald Trump. The election wouldn't have exploded because there was information.
Right.
It could have changed the election, but was that the problem with why the government was putting the Biden administration? It wasn't the government at the time. It was the Biden administration that was putting it on. Were they that scared that they had to shut all doors, lock all doors? Like, we can't let anything in. We don't even care if it's the truth.
Yeah,
that's a dangerous path to go down.
That is a very dangerous path to go down. You're right, John. You're exactly right.
Well, might as well just not be in it.
You're seeing it right now.
Yes.
You're seeing it right now. You have a presidential candidate who refuses, a presidential candidate who's refusing to give interviews or talk to anyone in the media.
Yeah.
And then when they do, well, we've got all this footage.
We got to massage this down to 20 minutes after a 2-hour interview. I mean, that's like 10% of your entire...
Her biggest issue is she doesn't have the pull that Biden and Obama had to be able to go to a Facebook and give him a little nudge. Like, she doesn't have that power. Like, she doesn't have that.
But well, she doesn't have the presence that someone like Obama has when they're speaking.
Yeah.
That Biden used to have before he lost his mind.
Yeah.
That somebody like Bill Clinton had.
Yes.
They were good orators, and when they spoke with authority. She doesn't have that.
She doesn't have that.
And which makes me think more that she's just a puppet.
And this again, I think going back to what Zuckerberg was going through, gents, this is like, I keep going back to the government. The government can only do so much for people. They took the idea of keeping people safe to an insane level, to a point where if someone had a different idea, you were shot down, your posts were blocked. That is hideously bad in a country that prides itself on ensuring that its citizens have free speech. Because you have that puts the onus on the person making the speech, not the government. So if some lunatic is out there making a claim about COVID that turns out not to be true, guess what? People are going to rise up and say, that's not
It'll
true.
work itself out.
That's how it should. Exactly. It should all work out in that regard. But when you have the government put its foot down on its citizens and say, you must trust us.
We're your overlords. We will navigate you through this COVID pandemic, whether you like it or not.
If you have that on you and you have no dissenting opinion, that's a problem. That is a massive problem.
It's easy to abuse power when it's in the name of keeping you safe.
Can we just go to the fact that they weren't, it wasn't like they were just, it wasn't a standard story. Like, a presidential candidate's son is an absolute piece of garbage crackhead, and
that should be nowhere near.
The story was about how he's a piece of shit crackhead.
Yeah.
And they weren't just like Joe Biden had a his license revoked for driving, while intoxicated, or it wasn't like 20 years ago is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to, say it was like yesterday. But it wasn't like it was a smaller thing. Like maybe he miswrote something on a file when he was a lawyer, or maybe he, told a story that wasn't right in the 90s. Like what they suppressed was his son is a piece of shit crackhead and was doing shit with his father's money that was very close to his father. Like,
that had serious national security implications.
Is it?
Now, you can debate that all you want, but that's what was happening with that laptop. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I saw the whole contents of it back in 2020.
Yeah.
I saw everything. It's disgusting. It's amazingly disgusting.
No question. Yeah. But our point is, I think our point is basically, with Zuckerberg, I'm kind of glad he's righting the ship, and he seems to be getting better. He's got a long way to go to improve his brand now that this has happened, but he is definitely taking a step in that right direction, which is good. You need that. You need to basically say, we're not the arbiters of free speech. The people are.
Right.
If that happens, that's great.
Well, it's been over 40 days, so I would not agree to do this interview without my emotional support match.
Nice.
Present. So he's just going to sit here and nod when I make silly points during
Sounds good.
I answer a question.
In his original packaging, yes.
In his original packaging. So he might sound good.
That's normally what happened when they muzzled him.
And if you need an emotional support match, go to our website. Why aren't you at our website right now, actually? Stop the video, go over to the website. You can finish watching it at the website.
I do apologize to the people that went to the website and are watching this now. As Steve's just yelling at you for no reason. You went to the website and you clicked on the link and now you're watching this and you're still getting yelled at. I just want to apologize to you.
we don't have multiple, feeds here. So what can I tell you? Go to the websites, twonoobstalking.wordpress.com. All our episodes from 140 on are there for your consumption. If you want to see something before that, like when John was right about the Hunter Biden thing, it'll take you to our YouTube channel where you should like, share, and subscribe. We actually hit 100 subscribers, as we mentioned last week. But I checked the other day, and it's still 100. So you got to start moving the counter.
Oh, just get it going.
We need more subscribers because we want to be able to invite Gritty for an interview.
Yes.
Okay? And I don't think we can make that happen unless we get a bunch of subscribers. So make that.
Or we kidnap him, and we don't want to go to jail. So.
Matt's an arsonist. John's a kidnapper. What are we going to do? Also, at our website, we have audio links if you want to listen to us instead of watching us because you want to, keep your eyes on what you're doing, like when you're working, typing at a computer. Probably shouldn't be watching us then because you get in trouble.
Or driving, or whatever you do while you're doing
or shaving, whatever floats your boat. So all the good audio links are there. Not the stupid ones, but if you have a stupid one, we have an RSS feed, so you can plug that into your podcatcher. It'll plug into your stupid one. And on the website, please enter your email address. We promise we're not going to stalk you. We're just going to notify you when a new episode is uploaded to the site, which we know is important because we know you like to watch and listen and get your news from the noobs because you don't want to be a boob. Don't be boobs, phone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Speaking of boobs, we've got topic 3 here, a BuzzFeed article called "People Are Sharing Social Habits Everyone Seems to Accept, but They Find 100% Annoying." And my question is, if you find it 100% annoying, why do you accept it? It seems rather contradictory.
Yeah.
So they had people enter, a bunch of them here. Some of them were kind of stupid. We're going to hit just a couple of interesting ones. So the first one we have here is being on your phone while having an in-person conversation with someone. Like, hello, I'm right here, not on your screen. I agree that is 100%
That
annoying.
is definitely 100% annoying.
Yeah, that's rude.
Absolutely. I took the family out to dinner a few weekends ago. We were sitting at a table. Next to us sat 2 young ladies who then proceeded, after they placed their order,
Right to the texting. Yeah.
right to texting.
Yeah.
And they could have been texting each other. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
That's the thing, apparently, these days with young people. You can't talk. You gotta
Yeah.
text.
Crazy.
But I totally agree with that. And I've seen other people, you have a conversation, ring, ring, ring. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Oh, hey, I'm having a conversation with somebody. I'll call you back. Like, they made this thing, it's called voicemail.
Yeah, you can call back.
When they reach voicemail, they know you're not available.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
So, there's no really need to answer the phone. Unless it's an emergency, just stop it.
Yeah.
All right, next one. And I agree with this one too. Asking quiet people, why are you so quiet? Speak more. If I answer, why are you so loud? Speak less. I am the a-hole.
Yes. Yes.
I would amend this one. I also get, how come you don't drink? Well, why do you drink? The difference is
But
amazing.
then you're the
Right. I'm the
yeah.
weird one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, come on. Don't.
I've been
ask
saying
people.
that for years. I mean, you've always been the weird one.
Oh, shut up.
We're just gonna let Matt have his conversation.
Yeah, Matt is just Matt. There's 2 of Matt now.
He doesn't need us anymore, John.
This is why X is a bad thing, because now he's cloning himself.
Maybe I'm splitting into 2. Who knows? I don't know what's going on over there.
All right, next one. Put your shopping carts in the right spot after using it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you got to be an asshole to the guy who's got to collect the shopping carts?
I
Right?
literally will, just because I am a weird human being, I will find carts randomly as I'm walking back with my cart, and I just got them on. Like, fuck it, I'll just take them all back. Because I know you guys aren't responsible. I'll just leave
I'll do
all
it.
you to be irresponsible pricks. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, why is that socially acceptable?
I don't
by
think it's
everyone?
socially acceptable.
I don't either.
I think a douchebag wrote this, and they think it's socially acceptable, but they haven't talked to us for telling them that it is not socially acceptable to take a cart all the way out to your car and leave it there. You're a dick.
Right.
I don't
Yes.
care how long your day is. I don't care you have 800 kids. I don't care that you only have one arm. I don't give a fuck. Like, you went to the store, you bought items, you borrowed a vehicle in which to transport these items, and then you just throw it somewhere. You're a dick.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, next one's a good one, and I think there's another one on here that ties into it. People who talk loudly on speakerphone in public places, and I'll also 20 wrap that in with it. FaceTiming in public.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. I don't quite understand. This is like the social norm is like you don't hold a, let's just say, private conversation in public. Like, you're not
Agreed.
going to take, like, if you're in a concert, right? If you're in a classical music concert, for example, you're not going to put your phone on speakerphone. Yeah, excuse me, I'm on the phone over here. No, you're not going to do that. And that's so ridiculous and weird to put it on speakerphone, especially on FaceTime. If ever I
Yeah.
FaceTime, I'm always here. I'm always in my house doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
not in
somewhere where
public.
people aren't going to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
I once sat next to someone on the train who had a FaceTime conversation, full video.
No kidding. Oh,
Yeah, and
wow.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to take out a notepad and be like, I will write down everything you said.
Yeah.
Put these in if you're listening to somebody, but don't talk.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
Right?
No.
I mean, it's bad enough we have to listen to you talking on the phone. Now we get to hear the other person talking back. That's ridiculous.
It's so
I don't
weird.
want to know what they say about the parakeet dying. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next one. People that don't use their turn signals. Yes.
It's an
100%.
You know who you are.
it's an epidemic in this world.
Oh, no
It
question.
in this country, it really is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like they
It's
forget
what-
it's there.
It's 1 out of 3 people don't
Probably.
they use the lights now as their turn signal. So if they're turning right, they don't give a shit because they're turning right. If they're turning left, it's a left turn signal, so they're not putting the turn signal on there. When they're changing lanes, they don't care because what the fuck does it matter what's behind them?
Guys, maybe I'm showing my age a little bit here, but
You're
I
old.
can remember.
We get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Old man.
But I can remember driving tests where you had, if your turn signal was not working, you would lower your window and you would point where you're going.
Yeah, that was on my driver's test back a long time ago when I took it. That was one of the questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And you see like motorcyclists.
Oh, yeah.
They do it.
They'll even do it. Yeah. But where this gets me is like I'll be at a stop sign, right, at a kind of a T intersection, and there's no stops going this way, so I have to wait for traffic.
Yeah.
And you'll see somebody coming, and it's like, all right, I guess I have to wait before I make my left-hand turn, and then they will proceed to turn down my street. They never having used the turn signal.
Yep.
If you had your turn signal on,
You could have went.
I would have known that I could go.
Yeah.
But no, I had to wait because your ass doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then when they do use the turn signal, I get paranoid that it's an old person who has their turn signal on and they're not
All the
actually going to
time.
turn.
Yes.
So I wait
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
All the time.
My all-time favorite though is when they do use the turn signal and don't turn it off, particularly when it's
God.
on long straights. It's great when you see somebody with a left turn blinking signal going straight for like about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and it's like, dude, like turn it off,
Yep.
please.
Yep.
Turn it off.
All right. Here's one I know we all talked about in pre-production. We're annoying. QR code menus only at restaurants.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
just bad on so many
I
levels.
thought about this because we talked about this. I went out to lunch today, and we tried a spot. It was one of those random like Google Map closest restaurant. Okay, cool. Oh, it's got 4.5 stars. It's exactly what we want. Let's go check it out. First thing, as soon as we were like, yeah, we like table for 2. When he grabbed menus, I was like, all right, bet we're in. Like it would have been like weird. Walk to the thing and then it's like you have to have your phone because I didn't have my phone on me. My phone, truck because I wasn't trying to talk on the phone. I'd already talked to my wife. I was going to have lunch with a human that I could talk to.
Yeah, the QR code was good. Like I guess during COVID because it was like, oh my God, you don't want to have your dirty fingers, you might catch it, blah 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 blah. So they came up with
It
QR.
was annoying, but I was okay with it.
It was okay with it, but now it's like they've totally replaced it, and it's like, man, like really, like you don't have your whole menu. You can page through what you want.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a restaurant with a QR code. With the
the
QR
actual
code is
menu.
the only
Yes.
option.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Like
the
I've seen them at the table. It's an option,
Mhm.
but usually they will give you paper.
But they just
menus.
left them at this point. They were already stickered to the table, and they're not there.
Well,
So
true. But what I would get annoyed where they would give you the QR code,
Yeah.
but you were in a section of the restaurant where you weren't getting a signal.
Oh yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like, if you're going to make me use a QR code, maybe don't build your restaurant inside a Faraday cage where I'm not going to get any cell signals. What the hell?
Me and my wife literally 2020 stopped going to this restaurant because all they had was the QR code and we couldn't get service in there. And we were just like, why are we even here? Like we could just DoorDash this shit at home and eat it at home and have a great signal.
Right.
Sure.
Yep.
And I'm still looking at your same damn menu.
Yeah. Goodness.
Yep. All right, we'll end it on this one. People who stop in the middle of a busy walkway to check their phones. It's like they think they hit pause on the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens at a gas station all the time.
Oh, I bet it does. Yeah.
I have to cone off areas when I'm moving to the next place I'm going. And if there's a car there, you try to be discreet. But I get this. This is my biggest pet peeve. Gas is pumped, back in the car, and then all of a sudden it's like they got to go on all their social media apps. Then they got to pick a song. Now, okay, I'm ready to drive 5 minutes later. It's like, you've seen me here for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Oh, there's John. I better get on my phone.
No, but it's I walk up. I try not to make eye contact because I don't want to. But I swear it, dude. They're like,
yeah,
commenting on posts, sending emails.
Mails,
It's like nobody is that goddamn important. Nobody.
Once again, to end this segment, we're going to quote Joey Swole. You gotta do better. Okay, and moving on to topic 4 now. I've become intrigued. I've seen a couple memes on social media where they give you a list of options of different price points, and you have to build like a team or a band or a show, something, and there's a $5 tier, a $4 tier, and you get $15 and you pick them. I thought that would be kind of fun to do because I always get frustrated that I can't pick everyone I want.
Yeah,
because it's too cheap. So what we're going to do is we're going to show some different examples of these types of, I guess I call them auctions. I don't know what they are. It's like an auction draft kind of.
There you go.
But we're going to do a couple of those and see how we do. If we can build good things or if we suck as GMs. Are we Howie Roseman or are we Chuck Fletcher? That's
oh God. That's a high.
That's
a
a
low bar.
right.
Right.
All right. First one here. We got build your all-time NBA All-Star roster.
Wow.
And you get $15 to do it with, even though it says points. I think they're trying to avoid, gambling and such. But it's dollars.
Okay.
Let's not kid ourselves. So, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you can't see, the $5 options are Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Magic Johnson, and Kareem.
I got a problem with LeBron being 5, but that's okay.
Well, look, I didn't make it. All right.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. He just found it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
$4, you got Shaq, Dr. J, Isaiah Thomas, Hakeem the Dream, and AI. 3 points, you got Wilt. Is it
Wilt?
Okay, Wilt.
Which is a czar.
Yeah, Wilt, Tim Duncan, Dwayne Wade, Larry Bird, Vince Carter.
Okay.
$2, you got KG, Dirk, Charles Barkley, Carmelo Anthony, and
Bill Russell.
Wow,
Yep.
Bill Russell's only $2?
It's amazing.
I'll be able to build a great team with this. Holy crap.
Oh,
Yeah, me
And
too.
then $1, you got the logo, Gervin, whoever that is, Russell,
George Gervin.
George Gervin, Russell Westbrook. Why is Russell Westbrook?
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
Kevin
I don't know.
Durant. Kevin Durant's $1. Damn. And John Stockton. Okay. John, you probably watch more NBA than any of us, so I'm gonna let you have the first crack at this.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm good to go. I'm going Kobe for 5.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going Shaq for 4.
Okay, that's 9. You got
Yep.
$6 left.
Yep. So my 3, I'm gonna go Bird.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So
Okay.
you are
For my
at
3,
12.
I have
So
3.
you have $3 left.
I have
Yep.
3 left. I'm going Barkley,
Okay.
and I'm going Stockton, and I'll figure out where they play.
Okay, so you had Stockton, Barkley,
Bird,
Bird.
O'Neal, and Kobe.
Shaq, and Kobe.
So I got a power forward. I got a center, power forward, 3. Kobe could be my 2. Stockton's my 1.
Well, there
Okay.
you go.
So Stockton's given to Kobe, and we got those 3 beasts inside, and we got Bird on the outside, so we don't need another 3-point shooter.
There you go.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. All right. Matt, how about you? Go for it.
Jordan for 5.
Okay.
Jordan for 5. I'm gonna go Dr. J for 4 because I love
Okay,
Dr.
so you got-
J.
All right.
9.
down to 9.
Okay.
I agree with John on a 3. I love Larry Bird. I'm gonna go
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird
12.
there.
They got 3 left for 2 guys.
Bill Russell 2.
Okay.
and the logo for one.
Okay.
All right.
So the
Nice.
logo, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Dr. J, Michael Jordan.
So of course your center is Russell.
Yep.
Uh,
Probably your
Uh,
point. My point would be Jerry West.
yes. Irving's going to be your power forward.
Yeah.
He kind of was anyway in the ABA. It doesn't matter because
Yeah.
they were all small.
Yeah.
Jordan's going to be your 2.
Yep.
And Bird's going to be your 3.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or you could flip flop Irving and Bird. Power
Really
forwards.
could. Yeah.
It
Back
doesn't
and
matter.
forth.
Yeah, it
between
doesn't
those
matter.
two. Yeah. But yeah, no doubt.
Kids, just so you know, back in the day, that's how basketball was played. But you could have a guy switch from power forward to
It's
and he was
amazing.
good at both.
It's amazing what you could do.
It was amazing.
Yeah. All right, Steve. What do you think here with your all-time star roster here?
All right. So I'm going to go Jordan for 5,
Okay.
and I don't need anybody else.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So I'm going
All
to go Shaq for $4.
Okay.
All right, -4. You got 6 like we both did for 3 categories.
Yeah. So give me. I'm going weird. Like, I'm going to give me Wilt
Oh,
for $3.
Twin Towers.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got
Okay.
Shaq and Wilt. So when
Nice.
Jordan misses, I'm getting all the rebounds.
Yeah, you don't need anybody else at this point. You
Yeah.
can have you
Right.
have Muggsy Bogues and the hip hop mascot.
All right. So what I'm going to do for my last $3, I'm going to go Dirk
Okay.
and Kevin Durant.
There you go.
Okay.
So I've got some lethal outside shooting, Jordan, and 2 huge dudes clogging up the
I
middle.
love it.
So you're extremely tall except for Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
three,
I
and
think-
three
yeah.
and 3 out of
KD,
them can shoot.
Yeah.
KD, Dirk, Wilt, and Shaq are all 7+, right? So
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and your Nowitzki and Durant are gonna shoot the 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely,
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. You don't need a small
absolutely.
guy.
So Jordan can shoot everything inside the 3,
Yeah.
and I got 2 guys to clean up the boards.
I love it.
It works. All right, next one. We got build your NHL lineup.
Oh,
Also
wow.
$15. I think this one will be more difficult
Yeah.
because you got 6 positions,
Yes.
but only $15. So going across the top,
Wow.
you've got and you have to pick positions here. So you
Yeah.
got center, right wing, left wing, D,
Yeah.
And
D,
goalie.
and goalie.
Yeah.
So across you have at $5 Gretzky, Yager, Brendan Shanahan, Ray Bork, Chris Chelios, and the Dominator.
Wow.
At $4, you got Mario, Brett Hull, Luke Robitaille, Chris Pronger, Al McGinnis, and Patrick Waugh.
Ooh.
At $3, you got Stevie Y, Teemu Solani, Paul Correa, Scott Stevens, Paul Coffey, and Marty Brodeur.
Scott Stevens is a prick. Just putting that out there right
$2.
now.
Yes.
$2
mean,
going
yeah.
across is Joe Sakic, Pavel Bure, Keith Kachuk, Brian Leach, Scott Niedermeyer, and Eddie Belfour. And then $1 going across is Matt Sundin, Mark Recchi, John LeClaire,
Oh.
Phil Housley, Rob Blake, and Cujo.
Wow.
Quick question, Steve, for
Yes.
rules.
Yes.
There's 2D spots. Can I pick
You're supposed to get a
Fif-
full 5 and
from the-
goalie.
No, but what I'm saying is from the 1D line are both D lines in place for D?
Yeah. So if
Okay.
so if you wanted, say, Leach and Stevens, fine.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I was
They're all-
wondering. That's
There's
okay,
just
cool.
there's only 2 $5 and 2 $4. You got to pay
Gotcha.
what they're worth.
Got it.
Gotcha.
All right. I think I'll let Matt go first this time.
Wow. So I'm going to be a little conservative here. Steve Eiserman as my center.
Okay. All right. That's 3, so you're down to 12.
And then I'm going to go Teemu Solani.
Okay.
And I'll
$9
go
left.
with John LeClaire.
Okay, so that's 7.
All right.
So you've got 8 left.
And then I'll go with Chris Pronger for 4.
Okay, so that's 6, 7, 11.
So I have $4
left
left.
for another D and a goalie.
Rob Blake and Marty Brodeur. So it's
I like
Eiserman,
it.
Solani, Korea.
No, you lose Leclerc.
Oh, that's right. Eiserman, Solani,
Nice try.
yeah, Leclaire, Pronger, and then I went Blake and Brodeur.
Right.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good line.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
All
Yeah,
right.
no problem.
All right, John, try to top that.
All right, let's get the D out of the way. I'm going to spend $3. I'm going to go Niedermeyer and Blake. $3 out the door.
Okay.
That works. Okay. 12 remaining.
Okay. So I need a good goalie. So I go for Patrick Waugh. So it leaves me 8. Leaves me 8 for 3 places, right?
Yep.
Yes, 8 for your 3 forwards, center, right wing, and left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I can do this. All right, I got it. I totally got it.
Okay.
All right. So I go Lemieux
Okay.
for 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I want Bure on his right.
Okay. So that
And
leaves you $2.
And I want Kachuk on his left.
Okay.
Okay. So Lemieux, Bure, and Kachuk with Niedermeyer, Blake, and Waugh as
Yes.
your goaltender.
Wow.
That's my squad.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think
it.
I think we could win some things.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Steve.
Okay. I'm going full crazy here. Give me
He's
the
taking
great.
the whole bottom row.
No. Give me the great one at center.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the other great one, Yager at right wing.
$10.
There you go.
$10.
$9. Or no,
$10. $10. I got 5 left to fill 4 spots.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Give me Leclerc
Yeah.
on the left wing.
Yep.
That would be good.
I mean, Gretzky with Yager and Leclerc, that's just disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Leclerc would have 100 goals.
Maybe more.
Maybe.
Maybe more.
He scored 50 with Lindros. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I have $4 left, right?
Yep.
Okay, Blake will be one of my D.
Okay.
Okay. And that leaves you with $3.
$3. So give me.
You need a goalie.
Give me. I'll take Cujo as my goalie,
Okay.
and I'll copy John. I will have Scott Niedermeyer as my other
Okay.
defenseman.
Yeah. Tremendous
That's
So
player.
I
pretty
got
good.
Gretzky, Yager, Leclerc, Niedermeyer, Blake, and Cujo.
It's pretty good. I mean, that line.
And if we're talking prime,
Oh,
Cujo
yeah.
was good. Cujo was great
Yeah.
in his prime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just too bad he played for a shit team. The Oilers were not good. Cujo was prime in his Oilers days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. We've got
Oh.
NFL. So it looks like a quarterback, a running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end.
Okay.
Same deal, $15.
Yep.
$5 going across. You got Brady, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Tony Gonzalez.
Wow.
$4, you got Joe Montana, Emmett Smith, Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald, and Rob Gronkowski. $3, you got Peyton Manning, Walter Payton, Chris Carter, Isaac Bruce, and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
$2 is Elway, Adrian Peterson, Marvin Harrison, Tim Brown, and Kellen Winslow, the original.
Nice. Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Not
the original Kellen Winslow.
Exactly.
Senior.
Yeah.
Except he didn't have senior on the jersey. And then $1 going across is Drew Brees, Curtis Martin, Steve Smith, Senior, Reggie Wayne, and Jason Witt.
Wow.
All right, John, you get first crack here.
All right. I have 3 off the board immediately, Walter
Okay.
Payton. Because
Yeah.
all I'm doing is running the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. That leaves you
That's all I'm
12.
doing. I need a quarterback. I'm going Elway.
Okay.
Okay.
Which leaves me
that's 10 left.
10. So I'm taking 2 wide receivers. I'm taking Owens and Fitz.
All right, so you get $2 left for a tight end.
Which would be.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm taking Kellen Winslow
Okay.
because
Okay.
I can't take anybody else because he's the only 2.
Yeah.
All right, we got Elway, Peyton, T.O., Fitzgerald, and Kellen Winslow.
Pretty good. Pretty good
That's
roster.
not bad.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, top it.
Joe Montana. No
Of course.
question.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we knew that.
$11.
Going receiver, Jerry Rice, obviously at the $5 max.
So you are at 9. That's
Yeah.
9. So you're at
6 to go.
6 to go. Yeah.
So
Yep.
I will go with Adrian Peterson for 2.
Okay.
That leaves me with 4, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
then I will go Isaac Bruce as my other wide receiver, and then Jason Witten as my tight end. So it's
There you go.
Montana, Peterson,
Montana.
Rice, Bruce, and James.
Jason
James Witten. Yeah.
Jason
Witten.
Witt.
Jason Witten. So
Yeah.
you got Montana with a check down. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And he's
Everybody
also got
else
his
is
favorite
going-
receiver, too. So, the guy who called him God and Jerry Rice. So there
Yeah.
it is.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's going out there.
Okay. Let's see. $5. I'm going Barry Sanders
Oh, wow. Okay.
because you have to.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 5.
10 to the left.
I'll take Peyton.
Okay.
For
That's
All right,
three.
can,
So
can
that
we get
gives
it?
me
7 to
Can
go.
we get a boo? No, we can't get a boo. Okay.
No.
I was
Peyton's
hoping
good.
we could get a boo.
Yeah. What's wrong with Peyton Manning?
I'm not a fan.
All right.
Eli's funnier,
For our buddy Clint, I will take Steve Smith Sr. as a wide receiver.
of course.
Ice
of
up,
course.
son. Ice up.
Ice up, son.
All right. What am I at? That's 8, 9. So
Yep.
I got
6 to go.
6 left.
Yep.
6 left.
What are you thinking?
All right. So I will take then Isaac Bruce.
Okay.
And Shannon Sharp.
Nice.
There you go.
So Peyton, Barry, Steve Smith, Isaac Bruce, Shannon Sharp is your roster. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Then I have Shannon Sharp just so I can hear him say, "But skip."
Does Shannon Sharp have beef with Peyton because he throws the out route too
Yeah,
hard?
pretty much.
That's my only question on that team.
All right. Moving on. We have build a rotation.
Oh, okay.
These are pitchers from the last 25 years.
Nice.
So at the $5 level, you've got Pedro, Kershaw, Verlander, Scherzer, and Randy Johnson.
Wow.
$4 level is Roy Halladay.
Oh.
Was it Nolan Bumgarner?
No, Madison
Madison
Bumgarner.
Bumgarner.
That's a
Yep.
Bumgarner, yeah.
Felix Hernandez, Johan Santana, and CC Sabathia.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot of booing because there's a bet on there. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was for CC. At $3, you got Mike Mussina,
Yeah.
John Lester, Steven Strasburg, Zach Greinke, and Chris Sale.
Okay.
At $2, you have Adam Wainwright, Cliff Lee, Tim Lincecum, Corey Kluber, and Mark Burley.
Oh.
And at the $1 level, you have Roy Oswalt, Webb. I don't remember Webb's first name.
Arizona. Trying to
Arizona.
remember, yeah.
I don't
R.A.
remember
Dickey
that, yeah.
from the Mets, Jake
Sorry.
Peavy, and Yu Darvish.
Oh, okay.
All right, I think it's Matt's turn to go first.
So again, $15, right? That I have it?
$15.
All
Yes.
right. So Roy Halladay. No question
Okay.
about it.
All
I also like John Lester a lot when he pitched.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Lester.
What?
7, so that leaves you not $8.
$8 to go. Tim Lincecum
Okay.
for 2.
All right, $6 left.
I'm going to go Corey Kluber for 2.
Okay.
So what would that leave me? 4, 7.
$4. You have 4 left.
So I don't have enough for Randy Johnson. Darn it.
No.
So I guess with $1 remaining, I'm going to have Chris Sale on the roster. So I guess if I
Okay.
had,
So you saved some money under the cap.
yeah, I guess you could probably, yeah, I think I'll do it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty
all
happy with that.
So that was Halladay, Lester,
Lincecum,
Kluber, and
and
Sale.
Sale. Yep.
Okay. All right, John. Top it.
I'm going Kershaw,
Okay.
Halladay,
All right. So that's 9. You have 6 left.
Greinke,
Okay. 3 left.
Lee,
One
1
left.
left.
and Dickey.
Ooh, knuckleballs. Okay.
Oh, that's a definite.
I'm the original Met hater. I'm allowed to pick the one Met that I actually have respect for.
Oh,
He
goodness.
threw a wicked knuckleball. I
He
will give
did,
him
yeah.
that.
He did. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I
Yeah.
could use that in the rotation.
All right. Okay.
What do you got? What do you got, Steve?
First off the board is Randy Johnson
Yeah.
because that mofo was nasty.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Man alive.
Yeah. Okay, so that's $5.
Yeah.
Give me. I'll take Halladay
There you go. $9.
because I can do 9, 12. Yeah, I could do one
Yeah.
from each. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, Randy Johnson, Halladay. Give me Moose.
Okay.
Okay.
We got there. The $2
Give me
bracket.
Cliff Lee,
Okay. And then the $1?
and then $1. I'll take Oswald.
There
Okay.
you go.
I've rebuilt 3/4 of the
Yeah.
of the 2011
Phillies. I love it.
But I added Mike Mussina and Randy Johnson. I think that's an upgrade.
Yeah, they might have actually won that year.
I don't think there would have been an earned run allowed that season.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, what do we got next? Okay. $25, build an all-time 5-piece rock band.
Wow.
So 25. Okay.
You got $25, but you got each position has $10 to $1.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So you got a lead guitar, rhythm guitar, frontman, drummer, and bassist.
Wow.
Got it.
Cool. Okay.
So this is going to be tough. All
Yeah.
right. John, I'll let you go first.
Okay. All right. Well, Freddie's I'm just taking Freddie right off the top.
Okay, so that's 10. You
Yeah.
got 15.
Yeah,
go.
just 10. I got 15 to work out the rest of it.
All right.
I'll take Dave Grohl on drums, which will leave me with 11.
Okay.
I'll go with Cliff.
That's the bass.
Cliff Burton is bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
go with Cliff.
So that's 17. You have 8 to go.
I have
So
8.
for rhythm and lead guitar.
Yes. So I have 8 to go. Oh, well,
Ooh.
conveniently, I got Eric Clapton with 4.
There you go. And you need a rhythm guitar.
Man, I could. See, I wouldn't even want to level up. The rhythm,
$4 left.
yeah. And I can't get Neil.
No.
No.
Tony Iommi is also conveniently at $4. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. And I don't love anybody underneath him, so we'll take
Take Tony
Tony
Iommi. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Tony,
so
Tony.
all right, so we got Eric Clapton, Tony Iommi, that's killer.
Yep.
Freddie Mercury,
Wow.
Dave Grohl, and Cliff Burton. I like it.
That's
an
not bad.
awesome-
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's
I
an
think
awesome-
they can make some music.
All right. All right, Mr. Matt, what do you got?
Jimi Hendrix. I'm going full on. Jimi
right.
Hendrix at 10.
Fair.
I'm gonna go Paul McCartney at 2. So that saves me a
Okay.
little money. So I have like 13 left.
Yeah, that's rather low for Paul, but the guys
Yeah.
above him I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you got.
You're still getting the talent of above
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's value is what we call that. So all right, 12. You got 13 left on 3.
I'll
the
go-
rhythm, frontman and drum.
Yeah, I'll go David Bowie as the front.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
So that would be 8
You're
to go.
remaking the Beatles, aren't you? Other two guys influenced, then you got Paul McCartney.
There you go.
All right, so you have $8 remaining for a rhythm guitar and a drummer.
All right, so I'm going to go Neil Young as the rhythm guitarist,
Okay.
which would leave
You
me with
definitely want
$3.
the Beatles back.
Yes, $3.
So then
is
I'll go
remaining.
Danny Carey as my drummer.
All right.
So Jimi Hendrix, Neil Young, and I had David Bowie as the front.
Yep.
With Danny Carey at 3, and who did I pick as the Paul McCartney as the
Paul
bassist?
McCartney.
Yeah,
My only question: can you get these guys on stage
I would hope so.
for the amount of partying that they all do?
Oh yeah. There you go. All right, Steve. What do you think? What do you got?
All right. Give me EVH for $5 at lead
Oh,
guitar.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's value.
Yeah.
sure.
For $5, absolutely.
All right, let's see.
I always pictured you as a Keith Richards fan. I don't think that's right. Though.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he's good as Jack Sparrow's father in Pirates of the Caribbean.
And he could play the guitar.
He could. Yeah, he could. But I would Eddie Van Halen. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I got 10. $20.
20 left. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, give me Les Claypool on bass
Yes.
for $6.
Okay.
Phenomenal human being. Seen him live. Incredible, by the way.
14 to go.
All right, 14 to go, and that's already super weird.
Van Halen and Les Claypool.
They're going to be making
Les
some music.
Claypool.
They're going to make some music.
There you go.
Oh yeah. 11 to go. You said
Yeah.
11 to go. All right, give me Roger Daltrey. At
14. I'm
frontman.
sorry.
There you
25 from
go.
11.
14.
to
Oh,
go.
even
Yeah,
better.
14
Okay.
to go.
Give me Roger Daltrey.
Okay.
We knew you were going there.
Yep.
Oh, he's got to swing that mic around, you know.
7 left.
Okay, so that leaves me 7.
Wow. Rhythm and drummer. Yeah.
It depends on your drummer. And the guitar's pretty good. The drum's pretty good.
$7. Give me Tony Iommi backing up Eddie Van Halen.
Okay.
There you go.
So that leaves me $3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave some meat on the bone. I'm taking Ginger Baker of Cream.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
At
There you go.
$1. That's some value right there.
Nice. Okay.
I
Good.
can dig that.
Very good.
All right, cool. Okay, now you got to build a cast.
Oh God.
$15 once again. At the $5 level, you got Daniel Day-Lewis. You have, I believe this is Lupita Nyong'o.
Okay.
Christian Bale, Denzel Washington, Viola Davis.
Wow.
At $4 is Amy Adams, Joaquin Phoenix, Margot Robbie. Can't pronounce this dude's first name, but his last name's Ali.
Okay. And Charlize Theron.
And Charlize Theron. Number 3, you got Benicio, not Guillermo.
Yeah.
Benicio
Del
del
Toro.
Toro.
Yes.
Laura Dern,
Yep.
Keanu Reeves, Rami Malek, Tom Cruise.
Okay.
$2, you got John Boyega, Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Hugh Jackman, or Huge Ackman, as I like to say, and Idris Elba.
Okay.
And at $1, you've got The Situation, The Impractical Jokers, Ninja, whoever the hell that is, the Paul Brothers, and Brendan Fraser.
Nice. Okay.
All right, who do I got going first this time? It's Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna go Christian Bale at 5.
of course you would.
We do.
Gonna go Margot Robbie at 4.
Okay,
Gonna go Keanu at 3.
all right. You going straight down?
Yeah. Going
Yeah.
huge.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Too.
Going Hugh Jackman at 2.
Nice.
Huge
and,
Jackman.
And Nathan Fraser at 1.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Sorry. Brendan
Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser.
Yeah.
I can dig that. All right, John, what do you got?
I'm gonna go straight up. The star of my show.
Yeah.
It says 5 and a director, so we need to pick.
Well, I cut off the director because he
Okay.
was free.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the director was free.
Well,
That was
Matt,
dumb.
Matt, who's your director?
Christopher Nolan.
We already do.
Duh.
We already do.
All right.
What do you
So the
think?
director's free. So I'm gonna start with my leading man, Brendan Fraser, because I think he's awesome.
There you go.
All right. I like it.
And then Hugh Jackman will be in. Laura Dern will be in the show.
Okay.
We'll go. Theron will be in the show,
All
Okay.
right.
and then the man who will play whatever part needed to be played will be Daniel Day-Lewis because he's
Nice.
everybody in anything. So
Right.
Nice.
I could stick him anywhere.
If you've never seen There Will Be Blood, oh my
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
God. That was. I drink your milkshake.
He's
All right.
anything he's ever done.
Yeah.
Been true.
Yeah.
Steve,
All
what
right.
do you think?
Okay. Give me Denzel for $5.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
At $4, I will take Margot.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
At $3, I think I'm copying Matt almost here. So I got Margot, I got Keanu
Yeah.
at 3, Huge Ackman at 2, and Brendan
Huge.
Fraser at 1.
Nice.
Huge Ackman. All right, last one. It says 4th of July plate, but it's Labor Day weekend, so
Labor
we're going to
Day
make it a
plate.
Labor
Yeah,
Day.
okay.
It's a Labor Day holiday.
Nice.
You have $15 to build your Labor Day plate. At $5 going across, you've got a burger, a hot dog, chicken, or ribs.
Okay.
$4, you have a popsicle, s'mores, cupcakes, or apple pie.
Okay.
$3, you've got corn, watermelon, lemonade, and iced tea.
Okay.
$2, you've got potato salad, mac and cheese, and coleslaw. And for $1, you have potato chips, cheese doodles, and pretzels.
Wow.
All right, John, build your Labor Day plate.
All right. Yeah, this is gonna be easy. I'm a fat kid, and it's gonna be simple. And I don't eat sweets,
There you go.
so I will go.
I'm
with
just
the-
going to go burger, hot dog, and chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Just carnivore.
There
No,
you go.
actually, I'm going just so everybody could know. I'm going straight to is mine. I want potato salad, mac and cheese, and coleslaw. Want that all on the plate.
Okay.
There- 6 right there. I
Oh,
just
there you
want
go.
all of them.
$6, you got 9 left.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
All
5
right.
for the burger.
Okay, so $4 remaining.
What's for
$4
dessert?
remaining. I'm grabbing a lemonade because I like it.
All right, $1
And
left.
and I gotta go cheese doodles just to make my hands all
Nice.
nasty. So you wash your hands afterwards. There you go.
I love it.
All right, so that was burger, lemonade, potato salad, mac and cheese, coleslaw, and
Yep.
cheese doodle.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Wash your hands.
Yeah,
Wash
exactly.
your
Right,
hands.
exactly.
Or lick them clean,
Exactly.
But then wash your hands.
yeah.
So then wash your
Yeah.
hands. Absolutely, especially before you warm your wiener. Matt,
By the way, I'm gonna send you a screenshot later, Steve, of the name that you have on here that isn't on the podcast right now.
Nice.
It's covering almost your entire body.
Oh, that's
And it's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
all right, Matt, build your Labor Day plate.
All right,
please.
let's do it. Let's go with a burger. We got to put
All
that in
right.
there.
Okay.
We need something to drink. I'm gonna have iced tea.
Okay, so that is $8. You have 7 remaining.
And I got I'm gonna go mac and cheese with potato chips. And then for dessert, it's s'mores, baby. I mean, it's
Oh,
the end of the
nice. Okay.
summer. You gotta do a s'more. So, memo to my mother
right.
out there. We gotta do s'mores on Labor Day.
All right, burger, s'more, lemonade, mac and cheese,
Iced tea, I
and
said.
potato. Oh, iced
Iced
tea.
tea,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah,
iced tea. I was thinking of my selection.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, give me.
Now we're hungry.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, give me. I don't know why this burger looks like it has something blue on it, but give me the burger anyway.
There you go.
At $5. For dessert, I will have cupcakes.
There you
They
go.
will be patriotic cupcakes. Damn it.
There you go.
Stain my insides, and then I'll look in the toilet the next day and forget what I ate.
Why is it
Panic first. God, I'm bleeding from. Oh, I had a yes. Cupcake, right. Lemonade for
There you
$3.
go.
I'm with John and Matt. I'll go mac and
Mac and
cheese
cheese.
for $2, and then I will eat that entire bowl of cheese doodles for $1,
There you go. There you go. And then wash your hands.
and then
Gotta
wash my
your
hands after I have licked them clean.
Completely clean. There you go.
All right, so that ends our auction or whatever team building. I don't know. This was some kind of strange
Whatever we did.
exercise. Whatever we did.
A lot of fun.
Our unrealized
enjoyed.
gains have now been taxed by Kamala Harris.
Oh God.
But we hope, by the time this episode drops, Labor Day weekend's over. So we hope you had a nice Labor Day weekend. We still have 2 days ahead of us. So, screw you.
There you go.
But that is what it is. And we will be back next week for episode 206 with more shenanigans and chicanery and other things starting with sh. But until then, we just say get out.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Two Noobs Talking. For more information about our podcast, feel free to check out our website located at twonoobstalking.wordpress.com, and we'll see you next week.